Hi friends, MD Vegan. Time for my daily greens, and I have the inside of a Butterhead lettuce. Look at the Butterhead. That has been my favorite salad from forever. When I was little, my grandma and aunties and everybody had these Butterhead lettuces in the garden. I was the one to get them from a certain age into the kitchen, and we had to have them right from the garden. No time to store them somewhere, had always big salads, and they made a very simple dressing for these. Just some cream, pepper, salt, I guess there was some vinegar, or maybe some sugar, I don't know. Very simple dressing. I already made that. Butterhead is the classic tender leafy green. Let me show you the leafy green, what they like here. This is tender leafy green. This is a classic, you know. And they can be larger even. Once I had a friend in a restaurant, we were in a group always for cinema and so in Berlin, and he took, with a fork, he took one of these leaves, a large one, put it into his mouth, and he sucked it in, and the whole face was vanished behind the leaf, and then he took it in, eating it like a rabbit until the leaf was, I never saw that before. He was a real professional salad eater. I was so impressed. By the way, these salads here, they are so nice because they have a wonderful flavor. And they're not very bitter, a little bit, but the tender leafy green requires a certain treatment. You know, you just, for example, it begins, of course, washing and drying in a salad spinner. That is a standard for all the lettuces. Okay, I do that all the time because there's always sand in it, and so. And if they are a little bit wilted, what can happen when you don't have the garden right in front of the door? You just put them into water, a sink or so with cold water, ice cubes best, and you get it fresh again. Even overnight, they get fresh. The leaves like it. Also, the single leaves, not the whole head too, but the single leaves even. You can never make a mistake with putting salad leaves into water. It's wonderful. I didn't know that, so I tell you. So when you have the leaves ready to use them, it's a handful of leaves here. Begins here that classical advice is, instruction, the scripture is, tear them apart. Yeah? Let's take this. Yeah? That is the best way, I heard, and I do it like that, to prepare them, yeah, for the salad. Yeah? And because they are tender, they say the knife is not useful on the cutting board. I have a romaine lettuce. I took them on the cutting board, or radicchio, the firm leaves, medium firm leaves. I cut them on a cutting board in bite-sized pieces. But this is not necessary with these here. You just tear them apart like this, and they have a nice fluffy texture here. But yeah, they are still tender, and when you put too much on it, yeah, you ruin it. they get mashed up and not good anymore. So the ingredients should be light, not too much. I didn't use avocado today because I thought, might be too much. I have already creamy dressing, garlic cashew dressing. So let's see what I have today. I made a new combination. I never did that before. Here in the video, I have tomato. It's very light. Nice tomato they have here now. And half an onion. I always have for one portion for me. That's a minced onion. It's I like that because mincing the onions, the sharp onion flavor goes away, diluted everywhere. And still we have the healthy onion, which we are supposed to eat every day. So the healthiest food for us, according to science, modern science, is dark leafy greens. That is lettuce, of course, part of that. And then onions, also part of it. Really eat a raw onion every day. Always in my salad. Most of the time. Right. That's the base here. Together with the dressing, that would be all I need. But I add more. Today I have a green olive. I tell you, this is so delicious. This green olive tastes like nuts a little bit. They have the wonderful flavor. They have a little bit herbs with it. The green onions, they taste a little bit sour, not in a bad way, as opposed to the brown olives. The black olives, they have a heavier flavor. They have more rich in oil. They guess they are riper or so, I don't know, I'm not sure, but the green ones, they have this nutty flavor. They're so delicious. Sometimes I like the brown ones, the black ones, sometimes the green ones. These are really nice. I'm lucky to have them. So they go in there with the tomatoes, perfect. And I have parsley, also nice with olives. Yeah, but this is also minced parsley. Not a whole bunch, a small part of a bunch. Mince it because parsley is a hard leaf. They are herbs and spices are the second healthiest food. Parsley is a powerful cleanser. Greens, it also cleanse the intestine, and also the heavy metals go away from the body with the parsley. Is a very powerful cleanser. One of the most important kitchen herbs in Germany. It's everywhere available. You can get parsley here everywhere all the time, no problem. Not on Sunday, of course. They close the shops on Sunday still. Well, my friends in America, they laugh their head off, say, "What?" Yeah, in Germany we have no shops on Sunday usually. Yeah, and that's a working class thing. The people in the labor union, they say, no, we have to have a pause here. We don't want to have workers have to be forced, and these kind of things. The church had the word, and so big politics. Yeah, okay. It's I don't talk about that a lot. So that is a parsley. That is very good. Together with olives and tomatoes, and so very nice, and onions. And then I have microgreens. These here, I found they are always different when I get them in the shop, the groceries. They have always different batches, little containers where they grow the already grown the microgreens, and they have different different plants from mustard, alfalfa, the Southern American grass, super high in protein. They have lentils, I guess, and radishes. I guess they have 5 different ones, not so sure. They're always different, but they are very powerful and high as nutrition. It's a nice addition, and usually they have a little bit of sharp flavor. Cress also like that in the similar category, and they make a salad really nice and exciting. Just a little bit. I chopped the microgreens and not the whole long strings. That is a little bit strange with the texture I found. So I chopped them up a little bit and then a sprinkle on top. And before I put the dressing now, I tossed them already because it's a tender leafy green, as I said now. And when you toss this salad without the dressing, nothing happens to the leaves. They remain okay. But as soon as I put the dressing on top, they begin to mesh and wilt. The dressing does the magic. Yeah. Especially when you dress it with the dressing. We toss it with the dressing. What you usually would do, it begins to deteriorate immediately. The texture, the freshness of the leaf. Yeah. And so I do that only right before eating. That's what the chefs also recommend. And right before eating, you toss it with the dressing, and then you're happy. Have a wonderful salad. Yeah. That's all. Here is it. It is. You see, it's still nice, fresh, and crunchy. All the ingredients, I bet they taste delicious. They have a little bit of zing from the onion, from the microgreens, from the parsley. It's a little pep. And then they have the olive, wonderful nutty flavor, a little bit more nutrient dense with the olive have fat. And then the tomatoes, fresh and light, is a fruit. Olives also fruit, technically speaking. Okay. Oh, my dressing. Hey, no salad without dressing, right? This is a garlic cashew dressing. Show you in another video how to make it. Yeah, I use it all the time now. It's so versatile. I can make different measurements here. Yeah, you have a lot of cashews, a lot of garlic. That's the main part. Then lemon, pepper, salt, and water. So 5 ingredients. Don't count the water. Not counting the water. That's always free, in my view. And you see it's runnier here because tender leafy green don't like the heavy dressing. I don't need a lot, it's just a little bit, you see. More dressing would ruin the salad. When they drown, especially these leaves, in the dressing, delicious dressing, the salad is ruined. You don't like it anymore. It's eat it and yeah. The leaves are always nice, the tender leafy greens, when you have a good quality head or lettuce. They have wonderful, they can do many things with it. Or some rolls, put something inside, a mayonnaise or other things, whatever you like. You can do fun things with the lettuce. But my classic here, I make a green salad every day to get my daily greens. to feel healthy, and my body really likes that. And I miss it if I don't do it one day. It has to be every day, and it's the healthiest food, as I said. So it's easy if you do it right, and always have some, always having something new. It's not only great excitement. The mind loves variety. It thrives. If you learn something new every single day, the mind jumps with joy and gets more and more smart. Yeah, it's good for the mind, good for the body. It's also healthy, because all the different ingredients have a huge variety of nutrients we don't even know about so much. One plant can have more than 1,000 nutrients made by this plant. And they all play together. Yeah? We don't know how to explore it without spending huge amounts of money. And who has that money? If the pharma industry cannot put it in a pill and sell it, how would they finance it? How they cannot do that? It's too much. So, but we as chefs, we can do that, or private, we can do it for ourselves. Explore the endless vegan variety. Subscribe, Andy Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and like my video. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X.